your question is if x is equal to square root of 5 plus 2 root 6 divided by 5 minus 2 root 6, find the value of x square into x minus 10 whole square. If x is equal to square root of 5 plus 2 root 6 divided by 5 minus 2 root 6, find the value of x square into x minus 10 whole square. Now, directly looking into the values what is given inside the square root, you should be very fast in telling the answer. 2 is already present. For 2ab term, 2 is already present. This root 6 is nothing but root 3 into root 2. And 3 plus 2 is nothing but 5, which is my first term. So directly your numerator can be written as root 3 plus root 2 whole square. Under the square root it becomes root 3 plus root 2. I believe that the numerator is clear. Similarly, denominator is root 3 and root 2 only will come because it is minus. It will be minus here, and now I need to rationalize it. Right now I need to rationalize it. How will you rationalize? Don't multiply again and waste your time. 3 minus 2 is 1, denominator is 1. So in other way I can say that I will not write any denominator. So 3 minus 2, root 3 minus root 2 is there. If it comes to the numerator, it becomes root 3 plus root 2. Already one root 3 plus root 2 is present. So it is root 3 plus root 2 whole square. A square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. Root 3 into root 2 is root 6. X value is nothing but 5 plus 2 root 6. Very fast you should find the value of x. Not like writing all the steps in your examination and wasting your time. Very fast you should write 5 plus 2 root 6 as x value. Now they are asking you x square. X square value will be equal to 5 plus 2 root 6 whole square, right? 5 plus 2 root 6 whole square. This will be x square value, and another value is x minus 10 whole square. X minus 10 is 5 plus 2 root 6 minus 10, which can also be written as 2 root 6 minus 5 whole square, right? 2 root 6 minus 5 whole square. Now, what is the question? X square into x minus 10 whole square. That means this parameter into this parameter. So, I can write this first parameter as 2 root 6 plus 5 and second parameter as 2 root 6 minus 5, but square is there for both the terms, and inside the bracket it is a plus b into a minus b. It is a square. 2 root 6 whole square is 4 into 6 24 minus b square is 5 square 25. 24 minus 25 whole square is minus 1 whole square, which is 1. Very easy if you know the methodologies which we are implementing. Answer for this question is 1. Answer for this question is 1. I believe the idea should be very clear, sir. Everything should be very clear for my students, and I believe in it. I believe in making it clear for you. Answer for that question is 1. Next question. Another question. We will keep solving varieties, sir. We will keep solving varieties of questions, so that when a question comes in an examination, we should not fear looking into that question. We should be proud that this question is already discussed in ANC YouTube channel, and I believe that I will be very easily solving this question. See this question. If x is equal to 5 minus root 24, this is a combination with respect to Surds and also with respect to algebraic question. If x is equal to 5 minus root 24, find the value of x cube plus 1 by x cube minus 10 times of x square plus 1 by x square plus 4 times of x plus 1 by x minus 30. I need to find this value. Now see here, x is given as 5 minus root 24. I will find out the reciprocal. It becomes 1 by 5 minus root 24. 5 is root 25. root 25 minus root 24. 25 minus 24, denominator is 1. You will be left with 5 plus root 24. 1 by x value is 5 plus root 24. Sir, why did you find 1 by x? Because x is 5 minus root 24. 1 by x is 5 plus root 24, and if I add x and 1 by x, minus root 24 plus root 24 will cancel. 5 plus 5 is 10. Sir, why did you find x plus 1 by x? Because that is one of the value which I require, right? That is one of the value which I require, right? Now see here, I have x plus 1 by x, but I need x cube plus 1 by x cube. If I cube it, this becomes x cube plus 1 by x cube. A plus b whole cube is a cube plus b cube. X cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3ab. 3 into x into 1 by x, which is 1, into a plus b. A plus b is x plus 1 by x, and x plus 1 by x value is how much? It is 10. Right hand side is 10 cube 1000. That means, can I say that x cube plus 1 by x cube value is 1000 minus 930, which is 970. The value of this term is 970. The value of this term is 10. I got two values. I only require x square plus 1 by x square. That means x plus 1 by x is 10. Square it, you will get the answer. Simple, right? X plus 1 by x if I square. A square plus b square plus 2ab. 2 into x into 1 by x is 2, which is nothing but 10 square 100. Shift it to the right hand side, it becomes 98. What should be your final answer, sir? It is 970 minus 98 into 10 is 980 plus 4 into 10 is 40 minus 30. 970 minus 980 is minus 10. 40 minus 30 is plus 10. Answer is 0. Answer for this question is 0. If you know, please see my next question. If y is equal to 5 plus 5 power 1 by 3 plus 5 power 2 by 3, then find the value of y cube minus 15y square plus 60y plus 25. This value I need to find. Right? This value I need to find. Listen carefully. Y is nothing but 5 plus 5 power 1 by 3 plus 5 power 2 by 3. If I square it on both sides, or if I cube it on both sides, it becomes very complicated as of now to me, because left hand side easily becomes y cube, which is my one of the terms in the question, but right hand side it becomes a plus b plus c whole cube. A plus b plus c whole square itself is complicated. A plus b plus c whole cube will become even more complicated. So shift one of the term from right hand side to the left hand side. Make it as y minus 5. Right hand side is 5 power 1 by 3 plus 5 power 2 by 3. Now simplify by cubing. Sir, why should I cube? Because I need y cube. As simple as that. If I cube it, y minus 5 whole cube, a minus b whole cube is a cube minus b cube minus 5 cube is minus 125 minus 3ab. 3ab, 3 into 5 into y, it is 15y into a minus b. A minus b is y minus 5. Similarly, right hand side also cube it. A plus b whole cube. A is 5 power 1 by 3. B is 5 power 2 by 3. A plus b whole cube is a cube. 5 power 1 by 3 whole cube. It is 5. B cube is 5 square to the power of 1 by 3 whole cube. It is 5 square. Plus 3ab. 3 into a is 5 power 1 by 3, b is 5 power 2 by 3, right? 3ab into a plus b. A plus b is nothing but the same expression. 5 power 1 by 3 plus 5 power 2 by 3 will come here. Or in other words, that expression 5 power 1 by 3 plus 5 power 2 by 3 is nothing but equal to y minus 5. Substitute here as y minus 5. Sir, how will we identify that we should substitute there as y minus 5? Question is asked in terms of y. As much as possible, convert in terms of y itself. I believe the idea is clear, sir. Now, if I simplify further, this becomes y cube minus 125 minus 15y square plus 75y. This is my left hand side. Right hand side is 5 plus 25 is 30. So it is 30 plus, can I say here as 5 power 1 by 3 into 5 power 2 by 3 is 5 power 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, 3 by 3, 5 power 1. So it is 3 into 5 is what I have here. 15 is what I have. 15 into y I will get it here. 15 into minus 5 is minus 75. Shift everything to the left hand side. Shift everything to the left hand side. If I write everything to the left hand side, finally it becomes y cube minus 15y square. Y cube I have in the question. Minus 15y square also I have in the question. First and third term are completed. This 15y shifted to the left hand side. 75y minus 15y will become 60y, and right hand side put the numerical values. 30 minus 75 is minus 45. Minus 45, if 125 comes to the right hand side, it becomes 80, right? 125 minus 45 is 80. Getting the idea? So it is 80. Now think logically, sir. Can I say that y cube minus 15y square plus 60y, all these three terms are required for me in the question. They are the terms which I require. The term which is left out or which is not there in my last equation is plus 25. Add it on the left hand side. Add also on the right hand side. Answer is 105. Simple. Only thing is you should be little fast in writing all those steps as a plus b whole cube or a minus b whole cube. You should not take your own time in writing all those things. And a minus b, a plus b whole square are something which is not a new things for you. That is something which you have done from school days. I think you should be fast in writing those things, sir. The idea of shifting 5 from right hand side to left hand side should be clear. Answer is 105 Ashish, not 75. Kindly check it out, sir. Calculations might be some mistake. Another question. Your question is one of the values of square root of root 75 minus root 72 is what? What is one of the values of square root of root 75 minus root 72? Now see here, think logically. Root 75 is, it is root of 25 into 3. It is nothing but 5 root 3, right? It is nothing but 5 root 3, right? It is nothing but 5 root 3, right? Now that is one thing. Similarly, root 72 can be written as, in what way I can write root 72? It is nothing but 12 into 6. 12 into 6 is 72, right? Okay, let me write it for you. Suppose, for example, square root of root 75 is, I can write it as 25 into 3, right? I can write it as 25 into 3 minus root 72, I can write it as, how much it is, sir? It is nothing but 18 into 4, or I can write it as, what is the other thing? 36 into 2 also I can write it, right? 36 into 2 also I can write it directly. So if I simplify further, this becomes square root of 5 root 3, minus square root of 6 root 2, right? Minus square root of 6 root 2. This is what I got it, right? Square root of 5 root 3 minus square root of 6 root 2. But I will slightly simplify further in this question for the simple reason that the coefficients are not 1. It is 5 and 6. So if I shift this here, if I shift it here and write it as, okay, same thing, 36 into 2, I can also write it as 18 into 4, right? I can also write it as 18 into 4. Why I am writing all those things? Because can I say this as, my intention is to take this square root term outside, right? My intention is to take this square root term outside. If I try to take that square root term outside, can I write it as 5 root 3 is what I have inside the square root. This 6 can be written as root 2 into root 3 whole square. Root 2 into root 3 whole square is nothing but 6 itself, and this root 2 I will write it as it is, right? This root 2 I will write it as it is. Why I wrote like this, sir? Because square root of 3 and square root of 3 I can take it outside. Already one square root is there, which is there another square root, so it is square root of 3 whole power 1 by 2. You are left with 5 minus, you are left with 5 minus root 2 whole square is nothing but 2. This is the square root of 2, right? Square root of 2, or in other words, root 2 whole square I am left with, which is nothing but how much? 2, and 1 root 3 is left out, so it is 2 root 3 into root 2, it is root 6. Slightly you should think and solve it, right? This all comes with the practice. You should think and solve a little bit. So now you can find the square root of this entire term very fast, because 2 is present already in this case, right? 2 is present already in this case. This term is square root of 1 by 2 power into 1 by 2, which is 1 by 4, 3 power 1 by 4. Now root 6 can be written as root 3 into root 2, and 3 plus 2 is nothing but 5, which is my first term. Directly you can write the answer as root 3 minus root 2. This should be the final answer. I believe the idea is clear. Final answer is nothing but 3 power 1 by 4 into root 3 minus root 2. Next question. Next question. Find the value of square root of a square plus 2b square plus 2b times of root of a square plus b square minus square root of a square plus 2b square minus 2b times of root of a square plus b square. This entire value I need to find. Your answer options are 2b. Second option is 2 times of a square plus b square. Third option is 2 into a square minus b square. Fourth option is 2 into a square plus b square. 2 into a square plus b square. Listen carefully, sir. Very good question. This term is plus here. The same term is written with a negative sign inside. So take any one of the term, simplify, the other term will be the replica of it with a negative sign. That means if I take this first term, square root of a square plus 2b square, what I will do is I will write it as b square plus b square, and all the remaining terms I will write it as it is 2b into root of a square plus b square, right? 2b into root of a square plus b square. Now think logically. Why did I write like this? Can I also write it as a square plus b square? I can write also as square root of a square plus b square whole square. Sir, how did you identify all these things need to be done? For the simple reason how I identified is, think logically, sir, for the simple reason that b value is b. B value is b itself. That means in 2ab term, 2 is present, b is present. A value should be root of a square plus b square. That means that a value I wrote it as root of a square plus b square, and I squared it because first term should be a square. That means this is x square plus y square plus 2yx. It is x plus y whole square under the square root. That square root and square will cancel. You are left with a square plus b square under the square root plus b. This is my first term. This is my first term minus. So this is minus. Second term, because I have negative sign inside, only difference will be root of a square plus b square minus b, right? Root of a square plus b square minus b. If I bring this minus inside the bracket, this term will cancel. Minus into minus b will become plus b. Answer is b plus b 2b. This is my method 1 which you can implement in solving this problem. Answer for this question is option A, which is 2b. But in method 1, you need little bit of thinking. First thinking itself is 2b square, I express it as b square plus b square. Second thinking is a square plus b square, I wrote it as root of a square plus b square whole square. All these thinkings are required in this question if you want to use this method 1. Now see here, method 2. Listen carefully, sir. Method 2. Square root of a square plus 2b square plus 2b times of root of a square plus b square minus square root of a square plus 2b square minus 2b times of root of a square plus b square. And your answer options are 2b, 2 into a square plus b square, 2 into a square minus b square, and the last option is 2 into root of a square plus b square. These are the 4 answer options which are given. Now think logically. Inside the square root, suppose inside the square root I have a perfect square. Suppose for example 4 I have it. For example, inside the square root if I put it as a perfect square, then square root of perfect square will be a whole number, which is easier for me. That means a square plus b square, make it as a perfect square. For a square plus b square to be perfect square, a square I will take it as 9, b square I will take it as 16, because 9 plus 16 is 25. Square root of 25 is also a perfect square, and square root of a square, which is 9, also is a perfect square. Square root of 16 is also a perfect square. Everything is a perfect square. So beautiful to solve this, sir. A square is 9, b square is 16. So a square plus b square will become 25. Substitute, simplify. Very easy. Don't solve it like the way we solved in method 1. A square is 9. 2 into b square. 2 into 16 is 32 plus 2 into b square is 16, b value is 4. What is square root of 25? It is 5. Same term will come here with a negative sign inside. 9 plus 32 minus 2 into 4 into 5. Simplify it, sir. This is 41. 41 plus 40, 81. Square root of 81 is 9. 41. 41 minus 40 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. Which answer option is satisfying 8? Check out with the answer options. First option is 2b. 2 into b value is 4. 2 into 4 is 8. Yes, that is satisfying. Keep checking the other answer options. 2 into a square plus b square. A square plus b square is 25. 2 into 25 is not equal to 8. That is not the right answer. Similarly, 2 into root of a square plus b square is root 25 is 5. 2 into 5 is not 8. Ruled out. A square value is 9. B square value is 16. 9 minus 16 is nothing but minus 7. 2 into minus 7 is not positive 8. Ruled out. Only one answer option is left out, that is option A, which is a beautiful method called as method 2. Kindly avoid variable method whenever possible. Start using numbers. Numbers are so beautiful compared to variables. I am discussing in both the methods. You decide which method is comfortable for you. This is my method 2, sir. This is my method 2. Above is my method 1. I believe that it should be clear for you people. Find the square root of. Find the square root of. Find the square root of. Your question is 10 plus 1 by root 2 plus 1 plus 1 by root 3 plus root 2 plus 1 by root 4 plus root 3, and the last term is 1 by root 256 plus root 255. We have solved this similar kind of questions in our second class of Surds and Indices. One more question for your understanding. Now see here. So beautiful, so fast you can solve it, sir. This is exactly what you want to learn from ANIL NAIR classes YouTube channel. Root 2 minus root 2 plus root 1 is there. 2 minus 1 is 1, denominator is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1, denominator is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1, denominator is 1. 256 minus 255 is 1, denominator is 1. Denominator in each case is 1. Forget about that 1 in the denominator. So it is 10 plus. Everywhere you have plus in between. When it comes to numerator, it becomes minus. Simple. Root 2 minus 1 plus root 3 minus root 2 plus root 4 minus root 3, and then it keeps continuing. The last term will be root 256 minus root 255, right? Root 255. Before that term will be root 255 with root 255. What will be the before term, sir? Root 255 root 254 plus, sorry, root 255 plus root 254 it will be. So it will be root 254 minus root 255, right? They all will cancel out. Every term will cancel out. Root 2 minus root 2, root 3 minus root 3, root 4 minus root 4. You are left with 10 minus 1. 10 minus 1 is what you are left with, and you are also left with this root 256. Root 256 is 16. So you got it as 25. But I want to find the square root of this 25. Square root of 25 is 5. How simple it is, sir? Similar kind of question. See here. Suppose your question is simplify. This variety we already solved in our previous class. Simplify 3 minus root 8, 1 by 3 minus root 8 minus 1 by root 8 minus root 7 plus 1 by root 7 minus root 6 minus 1 by root 6 minus root 5 plus 1 by root 5 minus root 4, or it is 2. This value I need to find it. Simple again. Root 3 is root 9. 9 minus 8 1, 8 minus 7 1, 7 minus 6 1, 6 minus 5 1, 5 minus square root of 4 is nothing but 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. Denominator everywhere is 1 itself. So it is first term is root 3 plus root 8 after rationalizing, minus root 8 minus root 7 will become root 8 plus root 7. That means minus root 8 minus root 7 it will become plus root 7 minus root 6. Root 7 minus root 6 will become root 7 plus root 6 minus root 6 minus root 5 above will become root 6 plus root 5. With a negative sign it becomes minus root 6 minus root 5, and the last term is plus root 5 plus root 4 it will become, or root 5 plus 4. Everything is cancelled, right, sir? Root 5 plus 2 it will become minus root 8 plus root 8 minus root 7 plus root 7. This will cancel. This also will cancel. You are left with 3 plus 2, which is 5. Answer is 5. Why are you not implementing this faster method is my question. Samir Roy. Make understanding last cancelling out. That means, are you asking me in the previous question or this question, Samir? Kindly comment, sir. Are you asking me in the previous question or this question? So that we will understand how to cancel out that last term. This question it is very easy. In fact, previous also it is very easy. Root 5 plus root 5 minus root 5 cancels. In previous question is what Samir says. Very easy, right, sir? Where is the difficulty? I am just writing the question. 10 plus 1 by root 2 plus 1, 1 by root 3 plus root 2. Like that it continues. The last term is 1 by root 256 plus root 255. And the term before that is, what will be the term before that? 1 by root 255 plus root 254. This is the previous term before that. Now everything in the initial things will cancel out, which Samir also knows, every student also knows. He is concerned about the last cancellation. Now this will become, Samir, root 255 minus root 254, right? Similarly here it becomes root 256 minus root 255. This minus root 254 will cancel with plus root 254 here. Minus 2 root 55 will cancel with plus 2 root 55 here. You are left with a 2, what is that? Root 256, which is 16. And here you are left with 10, and in between here you will be left with minus 1. That will also not have any cancellation term. Answer is 25, but I need to find the square root of 25, which is 5. Samir, I believe that it is clear for you, sir. Previous question, last term, how it is cancelled? Because previous term is root 255 plus root 254. plus 2 root 55 plus root 2 root, sorry, what is that, plus root of 255 minus root of 255 will cancel. Similarly, minus 2 root minus root of 254 will cancel here with plus 2 root 54 plus root 254 minus 2 minus root 253 will cancel with plus 2 root 253, like that it continues. It's very difficult to tell these terms sometimes.